All right, let's dive in. Today we are exploring one of the most incredible systems in the entire human body, the female reproductive system. Seriously, it's this intricate powerhouse designed for resilience and balance, and we're going to break down exactly how it works. And let's get one thing straight right from the start. While this system is obviously central to creating life, its role in our daily lives goes so much further. We're talking about the hormones, the cycles, and the energy that impact our overall health every single day. So what's really going on in there? So we're kicking off our journey with the ovaries. Just picture these two small, almond-shaped powerhouses, kind of sitting on either side of the uterus. They are, for real, the command center for so much of what your body does month after month.
Now, the ovaries have two absolutely critical jobs. First, they're like these little egg storage vaults, releasing one mature egg each month during ovulation. And second, they're hormone factories, pumping out the estrogen and progesterone that regulate pretty much everything, from your period and your mood to your bone health and even that healthy glow in your skin.
That is such a crucial question, because when this super finely tuned hormonal system gets thrown out of whack, it can lead to some really common health challenges. Let's take a look at one of the biggest ones. And that brings us to polycystic ovary syndrome, or PCOS, as most of us know it. It's a condition where the ovaries start producing an excess of androgens, which are often called male hormones. This imbalance can just throw a wrench in the works, leading to irregular periods, acne, and challenges with weight. And if it's left unmanaged, it can increase the risk for other health issues down the line.
And get this is not some rare condition. We're talking about 1 in 10 women of childbearing age in the US being affected by PCOS. That's a lot of people. This is exactly why early checkups and lifestyle adjustments are so incredibly important. Things like a balanced diet and staying active can actually help regulate insulin, which in turn helps balance out those hormone levels. It can make a huge, huge difference.
Okay, so from the ovaries, our journey continues down the fallopian tubes. You can think of them as these two super important highways that connect the ovaries to the uterus. And this highway has a few key zones. At the very end, you've got these little finger-like things called fimbriae. They act like a catcher's mitt, literally grabbing the egg after ovulation. Then, the egg travels into the widest part of the tube, that's the ampulla, which is where fertilization usually happens. From there, tiny little hairs gently push it along the narrow path toward the uterus. It's a pretty amazing system. But for this whole journey to work, those highways have to be clear. Unfortunately, blockages, often caused by scar tissue from infections or other conditions, can become a really big hurdle for fertility. And one condition that can cause these kinds of blockages is endometriosis. As you can see right here, its impact can be significant. Up to half of women with endometriosis might face challenges with fertility, and blocked tubes are a major reason why. And that journey finally leads us to the heart of the whole system, the uterus. This muscular, pear-shaped powerhouse is built to expand like crazy, and it's where so much of the magic happens. So inside, you have the main body, which is where a fetus can grow. It's lined by this special tissue called the endometrium, and it thickens up every single month to get ready for a potential pregnancy. If that doesn't happen, no problem. The lining sheds, and that's your period. It's just a natural monthly reset. And down at the bottom, the cervix acts as a protective gateway. Now remember we mentioned endometriosis a minute ago? Well, here's what it actually is. It's a condition where tissue that's similar to that uterine lining, the endometrium, starts growing outside the uterus. As you can imagine, this can cause intense pain, heavy bleeding, and a bunch of other serious issues.
And it's way more common than you might think. It affects about 11% of American women between the ages of 15 and 44. The real problem is, it's so often underdiagnosed. So please, if your periods are debilitating, it is absolutely crucial to talk to your doctor.
Okay, so we've looked at all the individual parts, the ovaries, the tubes, the uterus. Now, let's put it all together and see how they work in this beautifully coordinated monthly dance. So here's the whole sequence laid out. Step 1, the ovary releases an egg. Step 2, the fimbriae swoop in
catch it, and guide it into the fallopian tube. Step 3. If sperm is present, this is where fertilization can happen, in the ampulla. Step 4. From there, a fertilized egg travels to the uterus and snuggles into that thickened lining. And step 5. If not, the system just resets, the lining sheds, and a new cycle begins all over again. It really is a monthly masterpiece of coordination.
So, why is knowing all this stuff so important? Well, it's simple, because knowledge is your superpower. It is the first and most critical step in being your own health advocate, and it empowers you to take action.
And this means taking real, concrete steps. Track your cycles, get your regular checkups, fuel your body with good, nutrient-rich foods, and stay active. But maybe most importantly, listen to the signals your body is sending you. Don't ever be afraid to speak up, to your doctor, to your friends, or to a support community.
And please, remember this. Common issues like PCOS and endometriosis affect millions and millions of people. You are absolutely not alone on this journey. Awareness, having these conversations, and being proactive about your care can change everything for the better.
Because at the end of the day, your health is your greatest asset and your greatest strength. It really is your superpower. Thank you so much for joining us. Now go own it.